So we're finally with the mastermind, the one behind all the beauty you see. Hello, Danny.
Hi, Jasmine.
How are you doing? I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing very well.
That's very good. I love what you've done here. I was just telling Desmond, like, it's changed so much. The space looks beautiful. It's massive. It's beautiful. Anyways, I want to know how you ended up here. Like, how did you even get into this? Because I feel like you need to have a certain type of mindset to be able to operate this kind of business. So I want to know how you ended up here.
When you say ended up here, are you talking about as a content creator, YouTuber? Or what?
No, I'm talking about as a person who works in real estate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my real estate story is a very fascinating one. I never dreamt of being a real estate developer. I would say it was a calling.
Okay.
It's a very funny story, and I'll share it with you and your subscribers. So I had friends who had this guy who was selling land. He was gifted the land by a chief.
Okay.
So often at time he was looking for buyers, and he told my friends to look for a buyer. And my friends keep telling me about the land, and I just decided to go there one day and take a look at it. And we connected, me and the owner, and then subsequently he asked if I can help him sell it. Within a week, I was able to sell 2 plots.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I can sell a lot. I didn't tell you right now.
You can sell me, hey.
So we built the rapport, and then the relationship went from one phase to one phase. And I started then as a broker, cum agent. Okay. And then subsequently, everything just unfolded so fast. So I never set out to be a developer.
Be in real estate.
So I can say real estate chose me.
Okay.
Or called me.
Right. Okay.
And not me chasing it.
Right. Gotcha. So how long have you done it for, Danny, and what has kept you going?
So professionally, I've been in real estate for 7 years. And the drive, when you set out to do something and you achieve the results, and the results impact the life of people, you will be excited. I tell you what, the best way to be successful in any chosen endeavor is to make sure that you do not go because you want to make money. Any career you choose solely because you want to make money, you'll fail. Yeah. Behind the success and all that, you're going to go through a lot of challenges. So you need a bit of passion. And once you walk within the calling and the passion and build relationship, the result will come. I tell you what, I used to work in hospitality for close to a decade. And in this hospitality setup, I've met people from all walks of life, different races. A lot of people complain about the challenge they face in land acquisition. People were duped and all that. So when I had the opportunity to work in real estate, we decided that we're going to change the narrative. Change the narrative around the negativity in terms of property acquisition, land, real estate. So when we got that market and we began to make impact, the impact alone is a motivation. For somebody to say that, Danny, I've given up on Ghana, but because of you, I'm coming back. Oh, that's amazing. Isn't that? And we've had a lot of stories like this to share. So that keeps me going. That gives me joy more than money. Obviously, if you build a good relationship and continue to work diligently with a lot of credibility, the money will look for you. So it's more of making impact and adding value to people's lives. That's what has kept us going.
You going. Amazing, amazing. When I asked Desmond why you guys put the 3-week timeline on completing the office, he said it was your idea. What made you decide? Because I mean, like, what was the? I don't think there was a rush. So why did you feel the need to make sure it was done within those time constraints?
So in Royal Kingdom Estate, everything that we do, there is a reason why we do it. First of all, a lot of people have struggled to get a proper built team to bring together their real estate or architectural inspiration. Now, people have money, but money alone does not build your house. You need a competent team that is very efficient, that can work within a certain timeline. So we are using this as a symbolic gesture to prove to our client, our prospective and existing client, that if you have the resources, we have the expertise to be able to what? deliver your projects at the ample time that you would give us.
Right.
The only way that you can convince people is to show them what you can do. I always say there's time to talk and there's time for action.
Absolutely.
So we want to show you what we can do. So I guess I'm going to develop your future real estate.
Why not? So
are you going to give us a contract?
Why not? Because I know I'm going to get like 50% off. So
yeah,
like...
it's going to be 50% extra.
50% off, Danny. They've heard it on camera. So
are you now 130 subscribers? 130,000?
Yeah, almost 131.
So that's 50-50. Oh, you can pay more. You're rich. You're rich. Your subscribers will contribute and
stop.
And pay, isn't it?
So, Danny, I'm curious. I mean, in my eyes, I think success is defined differently by people. Yeah. But in my eyes, I think you guys are doing a great job. You guys are, you represent something good, you know, and I feel like you guys are doing well. Yeah. I'm curious, what do you think, what life experience do you think you have that makes you work the way you do and that has brought you this far, really? What has been your life like?
Have you ever been broke before?
No.
It's a rhetorical question. You don't have to. So, have you ever walked barefooted to school? Have you ever wondered in a day what to eat, to have a square meal in a day? That is a story that some of us came from. The fear that you can go back to that will be a source of drive for you. Often at time when people come in contact with me, they think that, oh, this guy was born with a silver spoon. No, I've never attended a private school.
Wow.
When you were in Sydney enjoying your life, I was in the bush somewhere in the village.
Where did you grow up? What town did you
I grew up in the Volta region.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So everything that I have has been, Ghana and Africa has given me everything. I'm a locally made. I'm not international Sydney made like yourself. But
stop it, Danny.
So the fear to do well and to build a generational business where people, because you wake up and you realize that there are a lot of homes that depend on you. You are the breadbasket for a lot of homes. I see it as a privileged position to be the one and the company that a lot of people are associated with. We've got brokers all around the world. We've got over 100 and something artisans. They are looking for work to do. They want to work. So what a beautiful opportunity God will give you to impact their lives in a positive way. So those are the things that drive us to continue to work and not be perturbed. There are a lot of challenges, trust me. In the real estate sector in Ghana, there are a lot of challenges. But you wake up and you see people who are rooting for you to help them to be successful, and that serves as a motivation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about some of the challenges that you've had?
Obviously, the biggest challenge in the Ghanaian real estate sector, everybody will say, is land acquisition.
Okay, yeah.
Land acquisition is where all the issue is. Often at times, a lot of clients think that it is only they that have been bent in terms of land acquisition.
Right, yeah.
Me, as a developer, I've been bent so many times. I've lost money and I've grown to become wiser.
Yeah.
So land acquisition is your biggest headache as a developer. If you can be able to work your way around it and make sure that you secure genuine litigation freelance, then you are good to go. Because no development can proceed without land.
The land,
Land is the hottest commodity in the whole real estate arena. So land acquisition has been, and apart from that, staff. Getting the operatives to do the right job, getting people like yourself. Today, for instance, one of my cameramen was supposed to come at 10. He came late. So how are we going to be able to be successful? He's looking at me.
I know. I know, he's nodding his head. But I
won't mention his name. I'm forgiving him.
Don't put him in trouble. My subscribers will come for him. So don't put
I'll show his face very soon. So getting the staff, to buy into the vision, to fall in love with the vision is the most difficult aspect. Because you as a single individual, you as a leader, you're just an arrowhead. Your team is as solid as you if you have a strong team. So if you don't have a strong team, you can have the beautiful ideas. I cannot be everywhere every day.
Yeah.
But you need a solid team that can drive your vision. And I feel like your staff, if your staff are strong and they're competent, then you are good to go.
Yeah.
So that are some of the challenges that we have faced, and also financing. Obviously, real estate is a huge capital intensive business.
Yeah.
So you need a lot of funding, you need a lot of opportunities. And it's not easy to secure loans and all that in our part of the country.
Yeah.
There's a lot of high interest rates and all that. So often at times you work with other people's money. So you need to build good relationship with people that can invest into the business.
Yeah.
So those are some of the few challenges. But you know what? We keep moving.
Yeah,
we keep moving. Yeah, we have
that's what it comes down to, isn't it? Yeah, that's amazing. So on the surface level, Royal Kingdom Estates, you guys do developing, you guys sell land, those type of things. Yeah. But what do you actually represent at the core of the company? What do you represent? What would you say?
You're talking about me?
Not
or
you,
the
like the business itself.
Okay, no. RKE or Royal Kingdom Estate is a one-stop shop. When I say one-stop shop, we're into general construction. Okay. As you can see now, general construction, civil engineering. We've got interior decorators. We work within the team. And I'll be talking about our YouTube channel as well. We put together a solid team to tell our story so that we don't always have to come and worry.
Don't worry me. I'm happy to be worried, Danny.
So it's good. We've got metal works department. We do metal works like balustrade and all that. And as you can see, all our furnitures within this office and in all our apartments are produced locally in-house.
That's amazing.
So we've got architectural designing team as well.
Yeah.
And we do documentation. If you buy your land, we want us to assist you to do documentation or even help you to acquire land.
Right.
Even if you're not buying the land from us, you want us to assist you.
Right.
We can assist you.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. That's amazing. I feel like you guys are doing really, really great work here.
Thank you.
Danny, you know how you spoke about having issues, difficulty with getting funding and things like that. Yeah. You also sell a lot of land. So how are you able to get money to invest into those lands, and then you sell and then obviously make a profit from that? What have you done to make sure it's a little bit easier for you to access funding for these projects that you do?
So, you know, this takes my mind back to many years ago. And you would ask, you said funding is a difficult aspect of the business. How did you even start? I think God is on my side, because in the beginning, I had a car. And this chief had 5 acres of land somewhere very far away. And I negotiated and gave him the car. And then I took the land. At the time, I learned in marketing that you should always look for the market before you get a product, or before you put a product on the market. And that theory, it works, but in this case, the person that was supposed to buy the property reneged on his promise. He was supposed to buy them in acreage. But you know what? Sometimes misfortunes can lead to fortune. So the person refused to buy, but I was sitting there and I said, you know what? I'm not going to let this kill my dream. So what I did was that I started advertising it plot by plot. And then I started marketing it on social media and all that. And I was running 2 years payment terms. At the time I was selling isolated as $3,000, which is like $280. And everybody was just supposed to give me 500 cedis a month. And within a few times I sold all. Then I bought additional. And I got some money from that, and I quickly got a car. And the car was more luxurious than the one I gave you. Then they became jealous.
Who's they?
The chief, because now I use their leverage on the land that the battle that we did. And I got the fund. So what I did was to systematically or progressively build my capital. So if I sell 1 acre, I move to 2 acres. If I sell 2 acres, I move to 4 acres. And that is for young people out there. There is no overnight success. Every story, great story, has the dark side or the beginning of it. So the apartment, we call it the decade. Why do we call it the decade? Because it's a journey and a vision that was built 10 years ago is now being achieved.
Right.
So it's a journey.
Yeah. That's amazing. That's really, really good.
Yeah.
And I think that's important that people know that, because even Desmond mentioned that, like, I think we're in a time where everyone is like, it needs to happen right away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You invest today, next month you should be seeing some interest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's always good when people share these kind of stories. I think for the most part, people think that you guys sell land and that's it. So can you talk to me a little bit about the development aspect of what you do as well?
So even though we have a lot of development around, our main focus is also to acquire a lot of land. I tell you what, in the next 10 years, there's going to be massive diaspora transition to the motherland. Can you imagine having 40 million people looking for land to buy? So we are taking a step ahead of time to buy the future. They say the future is cheap if you buy it today. So we want to buy the future today. Let's leave that aside. You can see some of the apartments that we have built, and I think your subscribers are going to have the opportunity to see some of them on your channel. Just as we put this together within 3 weeks, we've got a competent team to develop that. But like I said, once you have the land and you have the investors, it's easy to develop as much as you want, because you can have a beautiful dream, you can have all the money stuck in the bank. If you don't have the land, what can you do? You can't just go into the sky and develop.
That's true.
Or in Sydney, you guys do that.
I think I need to take you to Sydney, then you can form your own perspective.
You know, in 2008, I had the opportunity to travel to Sydney.
Oh, did
and I turned it down.
Oh, okay.
At the time, most of my friends thought, why would you?
Yeah.
But today it makes sense to them. I feel like Ghana is probably one of the best places to live if you have the opportunity to do something for yourself.
1000%.
No need to go out there and hustle your way there. There's no place like home, isn't it?
No.
Don't you feel at home?
Absolutely. I mean, I've been here this long now, like, and I'm not going anywhere. So, you know, it must be good, right? So I also want to use this opportunity to, you know, tell your subscribers that we are on YouTube, Royal Kingdom Estate. They can check us out. We've got some beautiful content on real estate, on motherland, Africa, you know, and a whole lot. So we've got some exciting content. So we'll urge your subscribers to go and check out Royal Kingdom Estate. Absolutely.
On YouTube.
All that information will be on the screen and in the description box, so you guys can just click.
And then also we'll be showing a lot of land opportunities, various prices from low, medium to high-end land on your channel. So your subscribers can
have options as to what they want.
In the next few weeks, we'll be showing that as well. Oh, you don't want them to see it?
Oh, absolutely. I'm very happy for them to see it. Very happy. I think if you're going to get reputable land, then you might as well do it the right way. So amazing. Thank you so much, Danny, for sharing your story. I feel like I know more about you today, even though we've spoken and done all that previously. But I think there's a lot to learn here. And I mean, as much as we're putting information out there that you guys are a reputable company for people to work with and do what they need to do with you, I think it's important that they know who you are, the person behind the company and all that. So thanks for sharing your story. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Check out Danny's channel. All the information will be in the description box below. Don't forget to follow your bliss. So now life is short. Follow your bliss, nani payeding. Follow your bliss, nadi besibiaye, and follow your bliss, nadene mada. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.